Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My hair is still wet. I haven't gotten ready. We're gonna ignore it. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katie. I'm an author and an editor. I have 10 books out currently. Everything is linked down below. I'm gonna do a new vlog today. I have so many things to update you on, so many good things, so much has been going on. And I didn't vlog it. I can't believe I didn't, but we finished the book. I finished Gracie's book. So that's an update. I've officially finished the rough draft of Gracie's book, which will be my 11th book. The first book in the new interconnected standalone series, Contemporary Romance. So actually what I've been doing this morning is starting to list out like a checklist of everything I already know I want to change. I want to do one round of edits on my own. And then I've already talked to my critique partner and she's going to take it for me. I'll see what she says, maybe do a few more edits on my own, and then we'll switch over to some beta readers. Right now, I have like a list of things I want to change for sure. I feel pretty good about the book though. I don't think it's going to take me that long to do developmental stuff this go around. Knock on wood. So with that said, we're done with that rough draft. We're now in the revision stage, but I have been in such a zone with drafting. I was like, I want to keep these good vibes going. Like, I don't want to stop. So for the past week or so, I think I was talking about this in the previous vlog, I've been setting a timer for 30 minutes every single day, and I just brainstorm for other books during that time. I'm currently working on 3 other ones, 2 of them being 2 of the sequels in this new series and 1 being kind of a secret project. Haven't talked about it on here, talked about it on Patreon, not gonna talk about it on here just yet. So every day for 30 minutes I like brainstorm and outline and make notes for one of those 3. So I got so many notes done for what I thought was gonna be book 2 in Gracie's book. So then I got started writing that because I was like, I want to draft, let's just jump straight into book 2. I wrote the first chapter of that. And I have probably a good like 20 pages of handwritten notes about it. And then I got distracted by another character. I wasn't even originally sure I was going to write a book about this character in this series. Like, she wasn't even a contender, but something about, I don't know, finishing Gracie's book, she just like really came to my attention. I got an idea for her book and I've never looked back since. I made a few notes of hers. It's funny that I have like barely any notes for her compared to what I thought was going to be book 2. And anyway, I jumped into writing her book instead. Now I'm 4 chapters into her, kind of taking notes on the side as I go, and I have officially made the choice to swap. So now she's going to be book 2 and what I thought is going to be book 2 is going to be book 3. So she's been promoted. So now I'm rough drafting for her, and I'm about 4,000 words into her book now. So we are revising Gracie's book, drafting book 2, and still making notes for the other 2 books. And honestly, it's like when I feel stuck on one of the books that I'm drafting, I just kind of jump over and write for the other one. As long as I'm writing at least 500 or 600 words a day for one book, like I feel like I'm making some good progress, even though I've been writing a lot more than that. Like I got 3,500 words yesterday. Feeling good. We're on a roll. So with all that said, we're now writing a new book. I need to pick a different perfume for this. This vlog is being sponsored by Dossier. I use one of their perfumes with every one of my projects. It's like a scent association thing. I pick one perfume to associate with each of my books and I always wear it when I'm working on it. So for the past several months, I've been wearing their powdery peach scent because this was the scent for Gracie's book. I'll still be wearing that during revisions and stuff, but now that I'm drafting a new one, we gotta pick something new. So I've got a few scents here to choose from. Dossier makes dupes for luxury scents. If you go onto their website, it'll tell you which perfume theirs was inspired by, and they come with these cards that tells you everything about it. So the first one is Floral Marshmallow. Ooh, I definitely smell the marshmallow. Interesting. I like it. It's very different than the previous one I used, which I kind of like. I like to mix it up. This one is Floral Honeysuckle. Ooh, this one was inspired by a Gucci perfume. They're so different. It's hard to decide. I'm trying to think of like which one better fits the vibe of the book, not necessarily which one I like better. Then our last one is Fruity Almond. I like that one too. I like all of them, which does not make this easy for me. Which one would my character wear is kind of what I'm thinking. I really like the marshmallow, but she would not wear this. So maybe book 3, that might be book 3's. We're gonna have to do honeysuckle, we have to. Our next official scent, I can't even tell you, I don't know. what are we gonna call this book now? Because you haven't even met this character yet. She's introduced in Gracie's books. Like, I could tell you her name, but you wouldn't know anything about her. What are we gonna refer to this book as? If you want to try out Dossier, I will have them linked down below. Make sure to use my code and that link to get some money off. I'm just gonna get into the rest of the vlog. Leave me a comment down below. Help me come up with an idea of what to call this book. I'm probably just gonna be calling it book 2 for now. I don't know. I guess I could just tell you her name, but I almost like want it to be a surprise until after Gracie's book comes out and you get to meet her and you get to meet all the characters. I'm like, I don't know if I want you to know who's gonna be book 2 yet. I keep seeing my hair in the viewfinder. It's still wet and drying and it's driving me crazy. So anyway, welcome to the new vlog. I'm gonna just start making my way through this checklist of edits for Gracie's book. I don't really know how long they're gonna take me. We're just gonna take it one at a time. I already wrote for book 2 today. I wrote 706 words this morning, but now we're gonna switch gears and get to editing. Oh, also, I opened up like a community playlist over on Spotify. I posted about this on Instagram because I'm simultaneously working on 3 new books and I like to give them all playlists. So I was like, man, I'm really running low on music recommendations. I want them all to be unique and I need some new to me songs. So I'll link it down below if you use Spotify, if you want to go in and add some songs that you like lately. I made it in this playlist format so like everybody else could also see the recommendations if anyone else is looking for new music. So it's just like a collective community playlist. People have just been adding stuff to it. I think it's fun. So yeah, add a few of your favorite songs over there if you feel so inclined. I'd appreciate it. I know I'll probably get questions about this. I've gotten a lot leading up to now about like my release plans and stuff for this new series, especially now that I have the first book done. My plan is to hold it back and not to release it immediately because I'm hoping to do a rapid release kind of style with this series. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be 3 or 4 books. I have the 4th character in mind who I would follow if I were to write the 4th book. I don't know if I want to. I don't have like a plot. I don't know. I haven't fully decided if we're gonna do that. The 3 that I have I'm absolute about. So I'm thinking I will have a better idea timeline wise once I write the rough draft of book 2. Once I'm finished with that, I feel I will be more comfortable setting dates. I think I was talking about this in a previous vlog. I've been like struggling with when I want to release these because there is such like a summer vibe of the first book. I was like, it would be really nice for that to come out during the summer. Will I be able to get it ready by this summer? Feels like a stretch. Do I want to wait a full year and not be able to do it till next summer? Not really. But then like, you know, it'll align with summer in the other hemisphere, so at least there's that. Do people really care about that? I don't know. Leave me a comment down below. Do you notice that? Do you seek out books that you want to read like based on what season it is? Do you read like summery kind of books in the summer, or do you not care? I don't personally do that. I feel like the case that's the most obvious is like people like to read Christmas books near Christmas, but do you want to read like a beachy summer romance in the fall, in the winter? I don't know. Let me know. So whatever date I pick for this first book, I'm thinking about 4 months later. I want the next book to come out and another 4 months for the next one. Pretty quick for me. That'd be 3 books in a year, which is fast for me. Pretty slow for what's become the crazy standard with any books these days, but I do feel like it's doable. I've been getting through these books pretty quickly. I'm like on a roll and like really enjoying working on them. I hope I can stay at this level. Like I'm feeling really good. This is like all I want to do. This is all I want to work on right now. The little borderline like obsessive. We're just gonna ride it out as long as we can. I've also just like not been super into filming right now and wanting to vlog because I've been having so much trouble with my skin, which you might not be able to notice. I feel like it's not super noticeable on camera. I'm not even like breaking out that much anymore. My skin is just like so dehydrated. Like it's so dry. It's not like dry on the surface, it's like soft on the surface, but it's like deep down really dehydrated, so it's like tight and uncomfortable, and like no matter what I do I cannot like rehydrate and moisturize my skin. Like I have tried everything, so I cannot put makeup on my face right now. My face feels like so dry no matter what, and I have to like put moisturizer on like constantly throughout the day and makeup on top of that. I like literally cannot do it right now. So it's just been weird. I don't know. If you have any tips, let me know. I've tried all of the standard advice and I really don't know what to do because I can't remember this ever happening to me, and this has been going on for weeks. Just like right here especially, I just like the skin like on the surface feels fine. It's just like so like I can just tell like deep down it's really dehydrated. I don't know what to do. On a totally different note, so let me show you my little setup for the drafting process for book 2. Since I'm kind of simultaneously working on a ton of projects, I put the end date like super far in advance, and I did it for all of them. So I want to be done with like all of the drafts by the end of May. So right now our target word count is 462 words a day. Clearly we are above that so far. This is for book 2, and then this is for what'll be book 3. You can see I wrote a little bit for it. Our target word count for this one is 487. I'm not currently drafting this, so this will go up as time goes on. I don't need to work on this every day. I just want it to be done by the end of May as well. So we'll see. You know, I'm actually gonna end this video here instead of making this a vlog. It's just gonna be kind of like an update on everything that's going on, and we'll pick up with a new vlog in a bit. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm a little burnt out on vlogging after doing these like 6 or whatever right in a row. We just passed Broken Perfect Lies' book birthday. Also, since I wasn't vlogging that day, that was on February 20th, so it's now been out for officially a year. Posted a lot about that on social media. If you don't follow me there, maybe do that. There's links down below. If you haven't given that book a try yet, if you want to, you can find it in Kindle Unlimited. It's a standalone bodyguard and pop star romance with some suspense and thriller vibes with stalkers and stuff. I think it's a fun time. I think that's all I've got for you today though. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you're doing well. I'd love to hear about how your projects are going down below in the comments, and I will just see you in our next video very, very soon. Bye. No.